Mark 12:41 to 44. Gagamitin ko yung ang Bible Pinoy version dito, ne? Umupo si Jesus malapit sa lagayan ng offering sa temple. Pinanood niya ang mga taong naglalagay ng mga offering. So ayun, maraming mga mayayaman ang nagbibigay ng malaking halaga. And then pumasok na yung isang mahirap na byuda na lumapit at nagbigay ng 2 copper coins. Sobrang liit lang ng halaga nun. Tinawag ni Jesus ang mga disciples niya at sinabi sa kanila, "Sinasabi ko sa inyo, mas malaki pa kesa sa offering ng lahat yung binigay ng byudang yan. Kasi ang offering ng lahat ay galing sa sobra ng kayamanan nila. Pero yung byuda, kahit na mahirap siya, ibinigay niya ang lahat ng meron siya. Lahat talaga." Well, what is the point of the said remarks of our Lord here? So, ang punto ng story na ating nabasa kanina yung byuda, yung widow, she is willingly gives God all she has, trusting that He will take care of her, as opposed to the rich who contemplate how much they can give without being inconvenienced. Remember, ang pinaka-issue dito ay yung essence ng pagbibigay. Ano ba ang dahilan? Whether you're giving tithes, whether you're giving offerings, you are giving whatever you had, what will be your motive? Ito po kasi mahirap po sa kasalukuyan. Take note, I am not against tithing. We are not against tithing here. We are not against offering. We are not against on that. But the main issue here is about what will be our motive in giving. And by the way, giving, katulad ng sinabi kanina, ay hindi lang yung kung meron kang pera lang or whatever it is. No. Ang daming kaparaanan para magbigay. The most important point na sinabi dito sa scripture, yung mismo sinabi ni Apostle Paul, ialay mo ang iyong sarili bilang handog na buhay, banal at kalugod-lugod sa Kanya. So, kung babasahin din natin yung sa Mark chapter 10:17 to 22, nung mayroong isang mayamang binata na nagtanong kay Kristo na, ganito sabi niya, "Mabuting guro, ano pong gagawin ko para magkaroon ng buhay na walang hanggan?" Sumagot si Kristo ng ganito, "Bakit mo ko tinawag na mabuti? Diyos lang ang mabuti. O ito, na-follow mo ba yung mga commandments na to?" And then nabanggit yung huwag kang papatay, huwag kang magnakaw, igalang mo ang parents mo, ano pa, love your neighbor as you love yourself, etc., etc., etc. Sabi agad-agad ng mayamang lalaki, nagawa ko naman po lahat yon. At ang sabi pa ng Lord, meron kang isa pang kulang. Go, sell all that you have and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. And come, ito, emphasize po natin itong sinabi ng Lord, come, follow me. Tandaan natin yung sinabi ng Lord kanina, no? Why did you call me good? Ang pinipinpoint niya dito, sinasabi mong mabuti ako. So, are you declaring that I am God? Yan ang parang ganitong point na sinabi ng Lord Jesus dyan. Tama naman yung sinabi. Sa panahon ngayon, walang masasabing standard pagdating sa pagbibigay, so to speak. Ang pinakamalaking tanong, ano yung motive natin? Ano yung motivation natin? Ano yung purpose natin? Para lamang ba may pagmalaki? Para lang masabi na, ito, nagbibigay ko ng ganito. Ayan. O, ang pinaka-reason natin ay kung mahal ba natin ang Diyos ng higit sa lahat. Remember, hindi lamang pera ang batayan. Kasi sa kasalukuyan, itong nakakalungkot po dahil nga may pera, akala, okay na. Pagbigay na, so to speak. Medyo nakakalungkot lang na isipin na parang nagiging guilt-tripping pa nga, so to speak. Okay, fine. Totoo na, there are some na parang hindi nakapagbigay. Okay, sige. Pero what if may malalim palang rason? Diba? In the church age, kung saan tayo nabubuhay po ngayon, there is no standard for how much we should give or what percentage of our wealth we should donate. Okay, you can give your tithes, sige. You can give your offering. You can give kung anong meron ka. Just make sure malinis ang iyong layunin. At dapat ang nakafocus dyan ay ang Diyos na buhay. Sa totoo lang, hindi naman kailangan ng Diyos yung mga ganyan-ganyan dahil He owns everything in this universe. He owns everything. Siyempre, kailangan, dito naman sa lupa, kailangan yan para may advance yung kingdom ng Lord, so to speak. Especially when it comes to Great Commission, go and make disciples of all nations. Okay? So, like Zacchaeus, okay? We should give as much as we feel God is leading us. And, nabanggit po kanina ng 2 Corinthians 9:7, we should give joyfully. Most importantly, we should recognize that we are giving to God. If we give so that others can see us and praise our generosity, our desires are for worldly status, not devotion to God at all. At lalo na po ngayon ay panahon ng Kapaskuhan. Sa may bahay, maraming bati, makakarinig tayo ng caroling. Okay, sige, fine. Pero what will be our motivation, so to speak? Ano po ba yung pinakalayunin natin? Remember, hindi po naman tayo nagbibigay para pagpalain eh. Pinagpala na tayo. Dapat nga maging channel of blessings po tayo, mga kapatid. But the most important point na dapat po nating ma-realize, I will go on to end this up here. Yung salvation po na nakamit natin, totoo po, tinanggap po natin yan ng libre. Pero hindi po yung libre na naganap yan. Bakit? God became man in the person of Christ. Kahit siya'y Diyos, panandalian niyang isinantabi ang kanyang pagka-Diyos at siya po'y naging tao. At that point of time, inialay niya ang kanyang sarili bilang handog na buhay upang tayo po ay magkaroon ng kaligtasan. And when He rose from the dead, nagkaroon po tayo ng pag-asa. I will end this up by quoting a certain short sermon. Short lang, napaka-short. Ng title, The Solitary Life. One solitary life na isinulat noong 19th century. Here is a man who was born in an obscure village, the child of a peasant woman. He grew up in another village. He worked in a carpenter shop until he was 30. Then for 3 years, he was an itinerant preacher. He never owned a home. He never wrote a book. He never held an office. He never had a family. He never went to college. He never put his foot inside a big city. He never traveled 200 miles from the place he was born. He never did one of the things that usually accompany greatness. He had no credentials but himself. While still a young man, the tide of popular opinion turned against him. His friends ran away. One of them denied him. He was turned over to his enemies. He went through the mockery of the trial. He was nailed upon a cross between two thieves. While he was dying, his executioners gambled for the only piece of property he had on earth, his coat. And when he was dead, he was laid in a borrowed grave through the pity of a friend. 20 long centuries have come and gone, and today he is a centerpiece of the human race and leader of the column of progress. I am far within the mark when I say that all the armies that ever marched, all the navies that were ever built, all the parliaments that ever sat, and all the kings that ever reigned, put together, have not affected the life of man upon this earth as powerfully as has that one solitary life. It's Jesus who is our only hope, kapatid. Grabe. At kapag maunawaan po natin ito, especially when it comes to the gospel message, mas lalo po nating maintindihan kung bakit si Kristo ay naparito sa mundong ito 2,000 years ago. Christmas is not about what we are doing. Christmas is not about just giving everything that we had right now. It's all about the time when God became man and He gave His life as a ransom for us. And through His resurrection, nagkaroon po tayo ng pag-asa sa buhay na walang hanggan at mas nare-recognize pa siya kung sino talaga siya. In the essence of giving, ang Panginoong Jesus ang marapat na maging sentro ng lahat ng ito. To God be all the glory and good evening.